Good day and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. So, my topic for today is all about specific learning disabilities. So, ano nga ba yung specific learning disabilities? So, it means that a disorder in one or more or basic psychological process involved in understanding or using language, spoken or written. Kumbaga is that manifests itself in imperfect ability to listen, think, read, speak, and write. Kumbaga is yung learning, specific learning disabilities is in a children or yung isang tao or isang bata is hindi niya nafa-function ng kanilang brain ng maayos yung mga learning areas or materials na napapasok sa kanilang utak. Kumbaga guys, hindi nila alam or hindi parang slow processing yung kanilang utak para maintindihan yung kanilang learning or field of that area. So, next is we have here the dyslexia. So, ano nga ba yung dyslexia? Dyslexia refers to a cluster of symptoms which result in people having difficulties with specific language skills, particularly reading. Students with dyslexia usually experience difficulty with other language skills such as spelling, writing, and pronouncing words. Kumbaga, is yung dyslexia disorder is ito yung symptoms na nahihirapan silang basa or maintindihan ang isang lingwahe or language or example, nahirapan silang bumasa or nahirapan silang mag-pronounce ng isang word. So, yun yung dyslexia. Kumbaga guys, they are too hard to difficulties with specific language skills or skills that can be hard for them to understand the things that dyslexia refer. So yun yung dyslexia disorder. So next is dyscalculia. So ano nga ba yung dyscalculia? So dyscalculia is a learning disorder that affects a person's ability to do math, and also much like dyslexia disrupt areas of the brain related to reading. Dyscalculia naman is affects brain areas that handle math. Kumbaga is yung dyscalculia is to yung isang bata ay nahirapan intindihin a simple application or math problems that can difficulty to understand. Kumbaga is nahirapan ng isang bata intindihin ang isang simple problem. Kumbaga is ito yung isa sa mga learning disorder ng isang bata. Ito yung dyscalculia, yung pagiging mahirapin or it's difficulty in to do math. So next is dysgraphia. So dysgraphia is a neurological condition in which someone has difficulty turning their thoughts into written language for their age and ability to think, despite exposure to adequate instruction and education. Kumbaga is dysgraphia from the word graphia, graphical. So, ito yung isang bata is nahirapan gumawa ng kanyang thoughts. Kumbaga is yung turning their thoughts into written. Kumbaga is nahirapan ng isang bata na yung kanilang naisip na word ay nahirapan siyang isulat. So, thoughts turn into written. Kumbaga is nahirapan siyang isulat ang kanyang naisip na word or situation. Ito yung dysgraphia. So, dysgraphia can present with many different symptoms at different age. Dysgraphia is Nakikita natin ito sa mga different ages o mga edad ng isang bata. So, next is next topic is ADH, which is Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. So, ano nga ba ito? So, ADHD is one of the most common mental disorders affecting children. So, symptoms of ADHD is included inattention or not being able to keep focus. So, yung ADHD isa sa mga symptoms ng mga bata ngayon, kumbaga is yung parang nasosobrahan sila or mga uh, parang example ng ADHD, yung forgetfulness. Always silang may nakakalimutan. So ito yung mga sign ng may ADHD yung isang bata. Example, yung carelessness, risk behavior, yung difficulty sitting still, or excessive stalking. So, one of the example of ADHD is ito, excessive talking, yung palaging tumatawa nang wala namang kasama, or yung hindi naman nakakatawa yung mga jokes ng kaibigan niya or mga bata. So, it is one of the sign that uh, your children is have ADHD symptoms that uh, always that keep it mind from the parents that ADHD is a very common mental disorder nowadays, because not being able to keep focus with these symptoms is actually can endure or can affect themselves. Kumbaga is mas mahirap sa mga bata kapag may ADHD. Kumbaga is hindi nila alam yung kanilang surroundings or nagagawa sa kanilang kapaligiran. So, yun yung ADHD or Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. So, next is, we have here the three common types of ADHD. So, we have here hyperactive, number 2, impulsive, and number 3, inactive. So, yung hyperactive is yung nasusobrahan or gumalaw or mag-react ang isang bata. It a sign that he has or she has ADHD. Number 2 is impulsive. Yung parang matamlay pero may mga naisip na mga uh, unintentional or kumbaga is maraming iniisip. Number 3 is inactive, yung walang pakialam sa kanilang surroundings, kaya gusto nilang mag-solo na lang. So, we have here the three types of ADHD, common types. We have hyperactive, impulsive, and inactive. So, alam nyo ba, is we have the 7% of kids diagnosed with ADHD. Yes, 7% of kids diagnosed with ADHD nowadays because of being unintentional or kumaga kulang sa family care, kulang sa social interaction, and all the above. So, that's all for my report, and thank you.